Okay, so the last couple examples, we have our triangle on B. You draw a line from the corner, go through the square of the right angle, and this is the hypotenuse. And then side 1, side 2. So your formula, hypotenuse squared equals side 1 squared plus side 2 squared. Okay? You could also use the formula c squared equals a squared plus b squared. Your longest side is c, and then this could be a and b. Okay, whatever works for you. Okay, so my hypotenuse, okay? It doesn't have a number on it, so I'm just going to call it h squared, okay? Or you can call it c squared. Then we have side 1, or a, is 1.5, so it's 1.5 squared. 1.5 squared. Then we have our side 2, so plus 2.3 squared. Plus 2.3 squared. Okay? And now we can, in our calculators, 1.5 squared, 1.5 squared, 1.5 squared is 2.25 plus 2.3 squared, 2.3 squared is 5.29, 5.29. Now we add those both up. 5.29 plus 2.25 gives us, 7.54, 7.54. Now we have to take the square root because we want to solve for just h. So we take the square root of one side, means we have to take the square root of the other side. Square root and squared cancel, and you're left with h, so annoying. H equals, and then the square root of 7.54, take the square root, and it's 2.74. What did I say again? 2.74. 2.74. Okay, round to the nearest tenth, so that's right here. So because the 4 is less than 5, we can just keep it as 2.7, and we're dealing with centimeters. Okay, next. First thing you do, label your triangle. My hypotenuse. Side 1, side 2. Hypotenuse equals, side 1 is 12 meters squared, plus side 2 is a squared. Our hypotenuse now is 15, so I'm going to erase this h and put a 15. Okay? So now, in our calculators, 15 squared gives us 225 equals 12 squared. 12 squared gives us 144, so 144 and then plus a squared. And now we do like we had done before. Collect our like terms, so get this 144 onto the other side. So it's going to be 225 minus 144 equals a squared. Okay, oopsie, oh man. Okay, sorry about that. So 225 minus 144 gives us 81. So 81 equals a squared. And now we need to solve for a, so it means you have to take the square root, and you have to do it on both sides. So that means that a equals square root of 81 is 9. So a equals 9, and we're dealing with meters. Next one, label your sides. Hypotenuse, side 1, side 2. Hypotenuse equals side 1 squared plus side 2 squared. Fill in what you know. Hypotenuse, 4.5, so it's 4.5 squared. Side 1 is 2, so 2 squared. Plus, side 2 is b, so b squared. Okay, in your calculator, 4.5 squared gives us 20.25 equals 2 squared is 4. And then we have plus b squared. So now we're going to take this number, bring it to the other side, and it becomes a negative. So 20.25 and then minus 4 gives us b squared. So 20.25 minus 4 gives us 16.25 equals b squared. And now we have to solve for b, so you have to take the square root. So the square root, so 16.25, square root is 4.03. So 4.03 equals b. And because we are doing it in tenths, b equals 4. And we're dealing with centimeters. Okay. Last one, what I'm going to do is put it over here. Okay, so I'll call it E. So hypotenuse squared equals side 1 squared plus side 2 squared. Okay, hypotenuse out here. And then side 1 and side 2. So let's fill in. Our hypotenuse is 3.6. So 3.6 squared equals side 1 is A. So it's A squared. Side 2, we don't have anything there. We can't have two unknowns. But if we look here, because this has a line and this has a line, that means they are the exact same size. So we're going to also call it A, since that one is A. So plus A squared. So now we're going to have 3.6 squared equals, well, we can simplify this. 1A squared plus another A squared gives us 2 A squareds. So now we have to actually do a second step. We have to divide by the number in front of A, so we just have A. So we're going to divide both sides by 2. But before we do that, well, I guess we can do it. So 2 divided by 2 gives us A squared. And then in our calculator, we're going to have to do 3.6 squared. So 3.6 squared. And then we have to divide it by 2. And that gives us 6.48. 6.48. So now we have to take the square root. You got to do it to both sides. So square root and squared cancels. Leaves you 8. And the square root of 6.48 gives us 2.54. So 2.54. And because we're rounding to the nearest tenth, we look at the one beside it. And because it's lower than 5, we just leave it as 2.5, and we're dealing with meters, so it's 2.5 meters equals A. And that's the end. Remember to pause and rewind this as many times as you need, and then message me on EDSB. I'm here for you. Okay, talk to you later. Bye.